Hi friends, welcome to my video. My name is Michelle and you can find me here normally. Today I'm doing a demo video for Melissa. I am on the creative team for Pink Paper Peppermints and we are in the third week of my Heart of Thanksgiving, and today was the day that I was to do my video. So today is November the 8th, and if you're in the premiere of the video, you'll hear me say in the video, there's links down in the description box. Please don't click out and go to those links yet because we want to be in chat with you. Melissa is here, and myself and any of the other creative team members that can make it will be there in chat with you, and we just want to chat with you during this video and say hello. So if you would say hello. Today I'm going to be making this is what I call my recipe folio, and what this is actually giant journaling tags. And if you purchase the kit, the whole kit for my Heart of Thanksgiving, you got the giant journaling tags. You can purchase these separate now because the bundle sale is off, so you can get all these separate. And they're usually, this is how, when you cut them all out, this is how you're gonna do that. But I'm gonna show you what I made. And first I have it clipped shut. I thought about tying it, but I do that a lot. So Michelle L showed us how to make a paper clip, and this was just a little bookmark that Melissa did, and I just glued it on my paper clip, and then you can just slide it on and it holds your book shut right here. Okay, so then you can open it, and we all love this little tag. This is so neat. If you've read this, Melissa went over this in her kickoff video to show the whole kit, and this is just really a handwritten recipe by someone, and we all commented on the 2 eggs beat real good. That was really fun. So I'm going to open it up for you. I'll let you see the whole thing, and then I'll go over each piece. I'll start on the left. Over here, I just put some of the tags that Melissa had, and these are some of the little mini cards. And then I just made some pockets here and embellished those with some of the ephemera and then some little lace and stuff. This is more of the ephemera. And over here, this is my shopping list, or it will be. And what this is just some notebook paper that I had taken out of a notebook, and I actually coffee dyed it. You don't have to do that if you love Melissa's papers, which we all do. So you can print those on regular printer paper and just cut them to fit in here. And then at the end, after I had written on all this paper, I thought, well, I'm probably going to cut this off and just leave my embellishments up here, and I just attach those together with tiny Tetra staples, but you can use regular staples, it won't matter. So I needed something under that for when I used all the paper out of my book. So this was on another giant journaling tag, so I cut it out, and it's the kitchen prayer. So I just glued it in right there. And then you can see where I've joined the 4 tags together, and that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. And then here is some more ephemera, and this is a piece of ephemera that I actually turned into a pocket. You can do that. There's one of those tiny cards, but I wrote a recipe on it. We all like pie around here, and peanut butter pie is one of my favorites. I do like pecan pie and pumpkin pie and apple pie and cherry pie, so I'm not really I just like pie. So since this was all of my recipes and things, I thought I would make another pocket on this side with some more ephemera. So you just glue it on two sides, and then I just actually used my corner rounder and rounded that, and that's an old-timey seating chart that I put in there. And when we used to use coupons, this is a vintage coupon, I printed it, and I thought, well, I could take my coupons, but we don't do that anymore. We do that on our phone. But anyway, and then I embellished it with some little roses. So, and then you can just fold it back together. And I did not embellish the top because I thought if I wanted to carry this in my bag to go shopping, where I put my shopping list and my recipes, that it might get in the way, so I didn't do that. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. So what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 of these printed, and you want to print the back because that's going to be the inside. So pick your paper, and you're going to cut the tops off. Now these I did with the plain manila paper, just so you can see what I'm gonna do on the inside of this. All right, so once I've cut it, and what I did was I took the top off, and I used my trimmer, and I have this one, but you can, if you don't have a trimmer, I would suggest a large pair of scissors so that you can get the most cut, so you won't have jagged edges. And then you're going to cut both sides off and the bottom off. Don't separate them here because you're going to need that. So the way I fold it is I just go ahead and line my top up here, and I pinch it just a little, and then I come down to the bottom and I do the same thing. So then I lay it down to get it straight in the center, and I run my finger to the center because we're lining it up, because I haven't cut, you'll notice I didn't cut those edges off yet. We're going to. And normally I use this. I don't have a bone folder, but this came with my scoreboard, and you can see it has a flat spot, and that's what you're supposed to actually run this with. But if you don't have one of these, take a mechanical pencil, and I have one that happens to be round, so this would be a lot easier if it's round. If you have one of the other ones, and I think I have one here somewhere, well, I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, that has the little squares on it. It's okay, just put the square down, and then you're gonna run it, and there you go. So now it's pretty flat. That's what you want. So you're gonna do that 2 times. You're gonna put your tops together like that. Pinch it on this side. Run it down to this end. Turn it around. Pinch it on this side. You're gonna make sure you're together and run it across. Again, turn it. Flatten it out. And there you go. And again, I didn't put pretty paper because I want you to see the pretty paper that I'm going to put on here. So you're going to need some various scraps to go with this project, and you're going to need the washi tape strips, but not on the washi like the sticker paper. You need it just on whatever paper you print these on, and print on the back, because I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is my washi strip. This is the one I picked to go with this. Okay, and you can decide by what's on this how you want it to fold, because if I did it this way, this would be on the inside, that would be on the back, and this would be on the front. But if I swapped it, okay, now these would be on the inside and this would be on the front. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. And you're going to open these out. And I did a little pre-work to try to speed this up a little bit because I'm way far in and I still have a lot of stuff to do. So I cut 2, you're going to need to pick out 2 off of your sheet. I know there's a lot to choose from, but you need 2. So you're going to use your trimmer and trim down to 2. Then you're going to do the same technique. You're going to pinch it at the top and pinch it at the bottom, and then you're going to run your pencil down. Okay, that gives you a center point. But I like to know where I'm going to glue and how much I'm going to have showing in the middle. So what I did was, you don't have to measure. I'm not a measurer. I'm an eyeballer. So you're going to eyeball the center of this, and then I'm going to run my glue, and I use art glitter glue. It's the clear one, dries clear. And I'm going to run it on the edge of that, on the side of that pencil line, so that I can put all this together. Okay, so I'm going to start over here, and I'm just going to line this up on my pencil line. And see, I got so excited about doing this, I see something that I didn't do beforehand. So let me close this and tell you that I'm going to take my scissors, my little ones, and you can see it now. I left my corners on, but we're going to take them off right now. Because that's how I noticed it, because you need that below that center section. So you're going to want to line it up here. And y'all, I just don't measure that much in paper crafting, because I'm also a quilter, and you have to measure in quilting, and I just get so, I don't know, there's no quilt police, I know that but in my heart, but it's just, sometimes you're just like, but you do have to have, sometimes you have to have precise measurements. But in paper crafting, not so much, unless you're making a card that has to fit in an envelope, and then you do. But on this is just for me. So again, just line the other one up, put it on there. And then normally I would tell you to let that dry, but, and you're seeing that it's coming apart. That's because I didn't let it dry. But I want to get to the other stuff. But once this is dry, then you have your folio. So then you're gonna put stuff in it. Melissa Ann showed us the other day how to do these pockets. So you would measure these, and she said you could actually stitch, and you can stitch these so that, you know, you would have a back pocket and center pocket, and then you can, I wouldn't sew them onto the card because I just wouldn't want to mess this up, but if you don't care, you can sew them in just like that. I know y'all got these little cute things, and I keep mine with ephemera, but whenever my ephemera's gone, you can take these and cut them apart and make pockets in here. So I just wanted to show you a couple of things, how to make pockets. Melissa makes pockets, and you can put these in here. It's a way to store stuff. You saw the other ephemera that I had that I made a pocket out of on the side, but journaling cards can make a pocket anywhere here. And you just glue 2 sides, whichever 2 sides, and then you just stick things in. But the one that I wanted to show you, and this is why I said have some various scraps, and especially the tops of these tags. That's why I said print your pretty papers, because you're going to have this. Sometimes I use these, but not very often. I just like the pretty papers on the back, and I like to use them. So I've done some of this ahead of times, but I wanted to show you that you use your scraps, and the reason why is I like these pretty cards, and I wanted to slip them in here, but I wanted them to have this tab out. So I'm going to make this a pocket, and then I'm going to layer this pocket, and then I'm going to show you how to make the last one. And when I say I don't measure, I'm going to show you how I measure this. Okay, I'm right there. I'm putting my fingernail there, and I'm going to crimp it just like I did a while ago. And then I'm going to take my trimmer, and that's why I love this trimmer, because whenever I lay this down here, this groove, I just butt it up against that, and it just goes right in there, and then there you go. You got that piece, put it over there because you can make a tag out of that. So then I would put this up here, you know, and you can see that I've distressed these right here, and you can do that. This is all I do, is I go over the front of it like that. So I won't bore you with that. But anyway, the other thing I wanted to do is, because I love these little cards right here so much, but I have a tendency to put a lot of stuff on them. So they're really fat. So I needed this not to be so tight. So what I did again was I did my washi tape strips on paper, and I'm going to do that same thing again. I'm going to pinch it, and I'm going to hold it down. But I'm going to glue it on here like that, and then glue it to there. And that way it'll come apart. I don't know if you can see that. It's going to come apart, and you'll have a bigger pocket to stick these big things in. And like that, because that's popped up with tape. I don't know if you can see that. But anyway, that's just a few things you can do to make a folio, and there's many, many more things that you can put inside of it. But before we go, I just wanted to say that don't forget, we're right here. We're in week 3 right here. So you're with me right here on the 8th, but Sherry has a demo on the 11th, and then Melissa's video is on the 12th. So don't forget those. Keep this handy. This was in your starter kit if you got it. And then also the prize that Melissa's given is right here. It's these cute little, and you could turn these into pockets. Since I'm talking about pockets today, I thought this is excellent. So this will be your prize for today. And anything you want to know is probably down in the description box. All of the things down there will be linked. And I have an Amazon list. I don't get anything for that. It's just a list for you. And then all of the products from Melissa are also going to be linked. And then the videos I mentioned, I'll link individual ones, but I also can get her link for all of the demos. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you have a wonderful day.